Hey guys, so I am in Shibuya today. I came to see a DEZERT live. It's like two back-to-back, and I just made it here. It's raining and it's supposed to turn to snow tonight, so that's gonna be amazing. Another snow day in Tokyo, so I'm looking forward to that. But this live is pretty much gonna be like one of the best things happening for me this week since, oh wait, no, well I am going to the Harlequin one too, so maybe, we'll see, we'll compare in my next weekly vlog. But it's at Mount Rainier Hall. It looks like it's a seating hall, so I'm not too sure how that's gonna go, so we'll see about that. Later on, the rain is supposed to get a lot harder, like I said, and it's supposed to turn into snow, they said, overnight. So it's gonna be dangerous tomorrow, but I am off tomorrow because I planned that since I was gonna be here and I know what time it's gonna end. But it looks like since it's probably like a double live, that it'll probably be like maybe 10 songs here, 10 songs there. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll show you what the hall looks like. So stay tuned for that. So here it is, DEZERT, Mount Rainier Hall. I'm guessing like what they're promoting them, I'm guessing. Mount Rainier Hall is, so they have them there. It looks like it's gonna be in an actual like theater because we have actual seat numbers. We're like G1 and 2, and then for the second part of the live we are J3 and 4, I think. So if you notice right here, like there's two parts to it. So like the first part of the live and the second part of the live, the first one is from 5 to 5:30. Oh, the first one is from 5 to like whenever, but it opens at 5, and then it actually starts at 5:30, and then 7:30 starts the next one, but it actually starts at 8. So yeah, and then they have 4 different other ones if you guys want to come out and see them. One on the 13th, one on the 21st, and one on the 25th. I'm sure like the 25th will probably be the best for anybody because the weekdays are kind of horrible, but we're here on a weekday. And yeah, it's only like about 3,000 yen if you get it like beforehand, and 3,500 if you wait, but it's not bad actually. Ooh. Then it looks like they have like another one right here too. Information. I guess a lot of different other bands come here too. Yongsuk, Seon. Huh. Oh yeah, their studies are at the top, but let's go. So this is the inside of Mount Rainier Hall. It's like an actual theater, not really like a live or standalone live like Satayo East or Satayo West, but there's actual seats. So yeah, it's getting ready to start maybe in like, what, 5 minutes or less? 5 minutes, I want to say. Oh well, this is the first part anyway. So yeah, we're gonna see the first part, and then the second part will follow, and then that'll be it. So I'll see you guys in like 3 hours. And then it's over, and there's a DEZERT, drum set? But yeah, we're finished. Oh, there was people on the top. Never mind. But it's a nice little live house. And they're gone, but yes, it was wonderful. The live house is actually really, really nice. Or the hall, I'm guessing it's like a lot of different things. A hall, a theater, and so forth. And then there's the bar. Time to go home. Okay, so this is it. This is Mount Rainier. This is the hall. And then we saw DEZERT for study. He kept saying steady instead of study. That was actually really, really funny. It sounded cute saying it. But yes, we are going home. The second live is finished. And yeah, and oh, Charlotte agreed that I should buy something, so I'll show you later. But I can't believe I bought it. It was so expensive. But you'll see it later. Ciao for now. So I recently came back from the DEZERT live. It was amazing. I've been following them since they started actually. They were kind of ambiguous type of band because everybody was wondering like why DEZERT, like why is that in their name pretty much. And then they actually do have some songs about food or representations of food. You know, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite songs is Milk. But it's a really good song. It's a really good ballad, actually. It's a really good ballad, but it's called Milk. They actually played it. I was so happy when they played it. I was singing along to that, actually, you know, but I was just like, yes. They played it on the second part of the study. But let me go back, because I'm just like, just going like all out of order. So, on the 1st of February, DEZERT had like a 2-part live at Mount Rainier Hall in Shibuya. It was something that me and Dennis had planned when he got here, actually. So after, you know, trying to figure out if we were going to do any more lives, you know, so probably like the first week he got here, I want to say, a few days in, we decided to go to that live. So since it was a 2-part live, it was actually pretty cheap, but then I guess a little bit more expensive than if the live was just put together, because it was 3,000 yen for each part of the live. But I mean, you didn't have to go to both parts either, you know, but obviously you would want to, I guess, you know. So it was 3,000 yen for both parts, and then not only that, there's a processing fee for both tickets. You know, there's the other fee for printing it out at 7-Eleven or Family Mart or wherever you're printing it out at. So that's another, like, you know, so in total probably like about 7,000 yen for that, which is actually more expensive than if they just had combined the live together, you know. But like, you know, I was just like, okay, like, I haven't seen them, I really want to see them, you know. I don't know how long I'll be in Japan or whatever, but I do know if I do leave Japan or whatever, I know the one thing that I want to do already is come back for lives. I'm already setting that in stone, that I want to come back for live and just doing some things on the side. So even if I am like not in Japan for whatever reason, you know, in the future, then I'm at least going to come back and do stuff like that and vlog and stuff like that. So there's always going to be that stuff. That's going off topic. So let's return back to how I went to go see them on the 1st of February. So this, you know, I was like happy because I just like, you know, there's just so many bands I haven't seen, and I'm like, I'm in Japan at least for a year, so I'm like, I gotta see as many bands as I can. And Dennis was here and he wanted to come see it too. That's one of the reasons why I invited him, because I wanted him to live out his dream of coming to Japan. And I was like, and I already want to go see some concerts too, and he wants to see concerts too, so we're gonna have a good time. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. So he came, we saw some concerts and so forth, you know, hiccups along the way, but DEZERT was one of the last concerts that we were supposed to see together. It didn't go as well as I had planned it out. I was supposed to come home, jump on a train, and make it to Mount Rainier Hall about 5 o'clock-ish. Stuff happened with me and Dennis, and then I didn't arrive till 5:30, which is when it actually started, you know, but I still made it on time because it didn't start on time. It started after the time, so I was actually lucky with that happening. Usually I'm just like, come on, start, like, it's already like 5:30, it's already 6, it's already 7, like you said it starts at 7, but today I'm like, please don't start, please don't start, you know. So it actually worked in my favor this time. So I was like, yes, they started late. But yeah, I got in, I made it on time. I went in there, you know, and I didn't know too much what to expect because I didn't know what they were gonna play and so forth. So I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna play. I mean, they have like a long set list of different music in like their discography, and I'm just like, what are they gonna play, you know? I wonder these things when I go to different bands, especially if they've been around for a long time, because if you have like 50 songs, I'm like, are you gonna focus on your last album that you just put out? Are you going to give me some of your older stuff? Because I mean, I've never heard any of that live either, you know. Or are you just gonna mix it up? Like, what are you gonna play, you know? So that's pretty much what I do. Like, I'm gonna enjoy it anyway, no matter what, because majority of the bands, like, when I listen to a band, I'm probably feeling like majority of their stuff anyway. You know, some people 100%, like, there's nothing they could throw my way that I'm just gonna be like, you know. And there's a lot of things that, like, you go see at a live and then you're like, oh my god, like, that song was kind of like okay to me, like, okay, it's, you know, I got you, I got you. But then like you hear it live and it's just like, whoa, hold up. You like better than like that song that I really loved like 2 seconds ago, you know? But like, that's why I like going to lives, because you get like that much more of like, I don't know, respect or like love or like so much more emotional when the band is actually playing it for you. Like there's so much that could change in your mind, like from like something that's just being like an okay song to like, oh, okay, like yeah, like my favorite song on that album was this, and then I saw you live, and now like these 3 are like my new favorite, and this one is now, it's just like, it's still my favorite, you know, but it's slower than the 3 that I was just like okay about, you know. And I really like that about going to see lives, because you don't really get that unless you go to a live and see them. DEZERT did not play any, I want to say, of their kind of like harder songs or anything where it had him screaming or growling or anything like that. You know, Dennis was disappointed in that because he's more of loving screams and growls. Me, I you know, I mess with anything, so it's just like, if it's like a ballad, you know, if it's slow, if it's hard, like I'm pretty much good with it. Like I'll listen to like all types of rock, you know. I am beginning to like harder rock a lot more than I used to, and it is coming more of a preference, kind of like having like that one scream or having that one growl, you know, or the, obviously it's always going to be vocals for me because I love vocals. That's the one thing I go for because I've always wanted to sing and so forth. So like that's the one thing I look forward to. But like, you know, Jackie's voice is different, I want to say, than a lot of the other bands that I know. Like there's a lot of bands that have the same voice, but I want to say his vocals are actually very, very different. And he doesn't do vibrato. I do love vibrato, but he doesn't really do vibrato. But like, it's just something about his voice. It's very nice and soothing. And then I don't know, I just had so much fun. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess every band I've been to so far, like I couldn't stop swaying, but like it was just nice to actually go out and hear them, and then hearing some of the stuff that they played that like I've never got to hear like live before. Like I don't know, lives are such a great experience. If you guys don't really go to them, you should really try to go to more if you can. You know, I know some people can't because it does get kind of costly, especially if you like Visual K and you like different things. Like it gets kind of costly, but like I don't know, it's just so much better. Yeah. But anyway, like he's pretty funny. He goes on this whole kind of menheta thing, which is called mental health pretty much in English. So I don't know, he's talking to himself, but then he's talking to us, but talking to himself, but then he's talking to his band members, but talking to himself, but talking to us while talking to himself. So there's like so much going on. It's just so funny. Everybody's just laughing pretty much because you just like are not knowing what's going on. So the first part that we went to, he played what, the first 2 songs. I don't think we stood up. It wasn't full. I'm guessing majority of people were at work. This is a Thursday, might I add. So some people are still at work, so they probably can't make the first part, but they can make the second part. So I was like, I wonder if it's going to be different on the second part compared to the first part. But nobody really stood up, you know. We're just like sitting there listening to the music. He came on with like Hello, and then we're just listening to it, and you know, I'm still like swaying, but like in my chair. And then like I think like after the 3rd or 4th song, he was just like, I don't know, should we stand up? I don't know, should I decide if we're gonna stand up? Okay, maybe you should decide. No, I'm gonna decide if we should stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna decide. Yeah, I'm gonna decide if we stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna decide if we should stand up. Yeah, stand up. I'm like, what is going on? But it was just so funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess depending on you may be like, okay, this is like weird. Like, what's going on? But like, it was just so much enthusiasm in like what he was doing, and I don't know, I enjoyed it so much. Like, even though it's kind of like him being like crazy but funny, like I don't know, it's just so fun to just like, I don't know, see it live. Like you hear about how people act at a live, you know, or the band members, but you don't really know unless you actually go. And he just did so many things that it was like he was acting like he could totally be that kind of person too. Maybe it's not really an act, I don't really know, but like or maybe it's just his persona for DEZERT or whatever, but like I don't know, it's pretty fun. It's pretty funny, yeah. So I really enjoyed that, you know. And they went into a string and then a different kind of music. I think they played about 10 songs for the first part of the live. They were a blend of like older and newer, but majority of them were majority of them were slower. So there was not slower per se, but like not too much screaming or growling, you know. But I don't think he screamed like not even once throughout the first or second part actually. So yeah, but you know, I didn't really care too much about that. I was just happy that I was able to go see them. Yeah, so then the first live pretty much finished, and then he just walks off stage, and then the members follow him like sometime after, but Jackie, as soon as it finishes, he's just like off, like he's just off the stage. Like, okay, we're done. And then me and Dennis, since it's next to what? Moss Burger is actually pretty good, especially their fries. I really only go for the fries, pretty much. I really only go for the fries. But we went to Moss Burger to eat because we had like an hour break, and then we came back to go to our second live, you know. And the second live was packed. Like every seat had somebody sitting in it, you know. And the first time we went, there was like space like everywhere. There were spaces like in different places, so like I don't know, you can more leisurely just like kind of switch seats if you wanted to, I guess. But I don't think anybody did. They still maintained their same seats, so I guess that was pretty different. I don't know. I felt like if I was in a band, if that happened, I would tell them if they want to move closer or not. Like they could fill in the seats, you know, closer if they want to, because nobody's coming anyway, you know. But you know, to each their own, you know. So they didn't really do that. So everybody just stood in their same exact row or seat that they were at. But there was still like some seats that could have been probably filled up in the front or whatever. But, you know, that was okay. And then from that, like, I don't know. I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be a lot different from the first live. But I'm like, I wonder how different the setlist is gonna be. I'm like, I hope it's different. Like if it's the same setlist, that would suck. Like, oh, the first and the second part had the same setlist. Well, damn. Like, but it was a lot different, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I had more people next to me, you know, compared to like the time before that. So I was excited for that. You know, I'm just like, yes, like, cause then like the more people, I don't know, the funnier it is, I feel like. And I feel like the girls don't really care who's around them, so like it's that much more exciting because everybody's just like doing their own thing or whatever. Nobody's just like, you know, like too much paying attention to you, so I can have fun. You know, I don't have to worry about it compared to some lives where you go and there's like guys around, because then the guys, for one, they're always staring at me. They're just like, you know, and I still do whatever. Like I still do the dances, whatever. But like it's just, you know, I don't know, not having people just watch you and not the show kind of thing, in, you know, more the show. But you know, that was the thing. And then on the second part, he played Milk. Oh, he played Milk. I was so excited. I was like, that's the one song I really wanted to hear. The one song, you know. It's been some time since I've listened to DEZERT because they haven't been really releasing too many things, and I follow way too many bands to keep up with one band. So generally it does suck, but majority of bands that release more, I probably listen to them more because they have so many things coming in that I have to keep like reminding myself, like, okay, let's go back and listen to that last single or that last album. As opposed to DEZERT, they have a lot of live limited stuff, and obviously I wasn't in Japan, so I couldn't get that. I mean, you can like buy live limited from other girls that are most likely trying to get their money back for the ticket that they bought, and they probably already ripped the copy anyway, so they're just selling something, you know, that just to get their money back pretty much, and probably more, because sometimes like they'll sell it back for like $100 and they probably only went to the live for like $50, you know, so they get a lot more money than they would have gotten if they didn't go, you know. So wow. Not only that, they probably use that to buy more stuff from the actual band. So I don't know, I guess it's a good thing, but then I don't know, you never know, because I just feel like if I was the band, I would I'd probably do live limited stuff, but then that'll be on my next album, or that's gonna be on my next single. So just wait, you know, you just get like something beforehand just because you came and saw me live or whatever. But I'll give everybody else it like later, maybe months later or whatever. But everybody will get it over time. But you know, I was just happy that they played some of the songs I do remember, Milk being one of them, and then there was a lot of songs that I didn't know. But like I'm like, oh, what's the name of that song? Just because it's been so long since I've heard them, you know, compared to like some of the other lives that I went to that I did actually know kind of like everything, you know. But like I didn't know, just the excitement of being there, dancing with the girls, having fun, head banging and so forth. Like it was just amazing. Somebody recently asked me like, is there any like, I don't know, things to watch out for? I watch out for, I mean, like the dances, you don't really have to do the dances if you don't want to do the dances. I do the dances because I'm trying to learn to dance, because I'm like, if I ever come back, it'd be cool. And I don't know, it's better than just sitting there doing nothing, you know. That's probably why I always sway and stuff, because I don't know, I don't want to just be sitting there doing nothing, or rather move around and so forth, you know. There's some stuff that the girls do that at certain bands that are prohibited at other bands. Like there's a thing where like they open their arms, which is supposed to signify what, like giving themselves to what usually they do it for like the guitarist, you know, or maybe like that solo for like the vocalist or something. But just at those parts, like they like open their arms up like that. I heard like the Gazette, which is like a bigger, more prominent visual kei band, they banned that some time ago. So like there's some stuff that you won't know unless you actually go to Felice, because I mean I wouldn't have known that the Gazette banned that. And like I guess I shouldn't be doing it, because then I guess I'm giving myself to the guy or whatever, or the you know. But like I guess it all depends on, honestly, the band, because like you don't really know these things unless the band actually says something about it, you know. Like if they don't mind everybody doing it, or maybe it doesn't mean exactly what the other bands make it to mean, you know. Like there's just so much that you just don't know, that I don't know, it's very ambiguous and I can't really say. But I mean, like pretty much the general rule is you can't record the live. Obviously you shouldn't be, I guess. I mean I wouldn't anyway, because obviously it's not gonna be as good as getting like that live DVD where like the sound is amazing and so forth. But like you can't record the live. I think that's pretty much it. You can't eat or drink during a live. You pretty much want to follow everybody else. It sucks because I feel like in America we clap at different times sometimes just because you're really feeling it. But in Japan it's knowing when to clap and when not to clap. Like I feel like they clap sometimes for MCs. They clap at the end of maybe like the last ballad if they know that that's the last ballad. Usually when he says like arigato, then you know like, oh, okay, like, you know, he went into his 3 strings of ballads, which they always do in like the middle of their set list. Is always like a string of ballads in the middle, and then after that then you can clap or whatever. But like that's pretty much it. I don't know anything else that's like kinshi or prohibited. I think that's pretty much it. But if I figure out anything else, I'll let you know. But besides that, I actually did buy something. I didn't really plan to go buy something, but Charlotte didn't quite talk me out of not buying it. But it came with this nice bag, so it came with this dessert bag. Yeah. I didn't open it yet, obviously. But it's a nice, what my friend said, it's like a bomber jacket. Didn't even know it had a name like that, you know. But what, oh, I guess like the ones that you see like aviators wear, huh? But anyway, I'll post some pictures of me like wearing it like here, so you can actually see what it looks like. Cause I'm not gonna open it yet. Not until I leave, or not until I wear it. But like, it has like this nice little cute cat on the front. And then on the back, which you can't see, wait, is it? Yeah, I would have to actually open it. And then on the back, what you can't see is like their album covers on the back, so that's pretty nice. And I really like the color. I've never actually gotten anything like this kind of color, but like, I don't know. I mean, granted, the lady and this mom that kept trying to get me to get, like, she was like, you should just get it, you know, and the lady that was trying to get me to get it, I'm sure, well, actually, the person that was actually selling it, she was like, she was just trying to let me know that it's probably not going to still be in stock during, like, their, I don't think it's a final, but, like, their live at Staya O East, I think it is, or O West, one of them. But that's coming up next month, just in case you guys want to go. So she said it probably might not be there, but they started selling this one at the Mount Rainier Hall one. So she was like, if you really, really want it, you should get it now. And I'm just like, but it was like $130. So I'm like, I'm supposed to be moving soon. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be spending this money on it. You know, Charlotte was unhelpful with that. She made me get it. I mean, I didn't know if it's gonna be there. I've never bought anything like this. I don't even think I've bought anything at any live I've ever been to, really, besides I did buy those 3 checkies at the Dimlin live. But like, I mean, that was just to maybe try to take a picture with the band. But like an actual like shirt or something, like while in Japan. In America I've done it before, but in Japan I've never done it. So that's like my first like investment, in real investment, I want to say, in like not goods per se, but like clothes or accessories from like a band. So like, in the most expensive one, because it wasn't even a shirt, god. But I don't know, if you think it looks nice, let me know. You got to see pictures of it anyway. But like, yes, all in all, DEZERT, amazing. If you guys want to check them out, please do. They have a final or just like a one-man at Staya coming up next month. So check that out if you guys are interested in them. See you guys next time. Bye. Oh wow, you're still here. Oh wait, don't forget to check the description box below. I put a lot of different things in there, like my lovely friends, my social medias, just in case you want to catch up with me on Twitter or Instagram and so forth like that. So make sure to please check that out, okay? See you guys next time. Bye.